Not features in the brochure. Our new series Holiday Hospital tomorrow at 8 here on ITV1. Back to tonight, we're back in the street in half an hour.
Tonight, exclusive access to Britain's first extreme makeover.
I've never given up hope that I would achieve the dream I had since I was a child. And I'm going to be beautiful.
The controversial new way to get the body you've always dreamed of.
I've had my nose done. I've had a little fat removed from my, had a little implant here, and I had a mini face, had a little bit of liposuction. Upper hip, outer thigh, inner thigh, down to here. Feet are real.
It's a whole new you in just 1 month.
This is your mother here talking from the operating theatre. They're sucking all the fat out of my body.
Good evening. Fran Rabin is a 51-year-old school teacher from Surrey. She doesn't like the way she looks, so tonight we'll follow her on an extraordinary journey, which she hopes will transform her into the woman she's always wanted to be. This, though, is no ordinary image change. A team of surgeons will alter her face and her body, and then an image consultant will change her hair, her clothes, everything about her, all in just 1 month. It's a new procedure, and it's highly controversial. Prepare to witness Britain's first extreme makeover.
This is teacher Fran Rabin. As a young woman, she dreamt of becoming a singer. But she believes her looks held her back. Now, years later, she's decided to change them. Fran is about to become the first British woman to travel to Los Angeles for the latest in cosmetic surgery, the extreme makeover. She'll undergo a series of operations that will drastically change her appearance, and we're going with her. In just 1 month, a plastic surgeon, a liposuction expert, a cosmetic dentist, an eye surgeon, an image consultant, and a hairstylist will transform her looks. She hopes these experts will make her look 15 years younger. But controversial makeovers like these don't come cheap. They can cost up to £50,000.
I never wanted to grow up. I like being young, I like being with it, I like all those things, and it's flown away now, and I've reached another part, and I don't really want to be there. And I really would like to be back in my 30s now, because I feel good. Now I feel that I like myself, I know myself, and now I feel I'd like to start again.
In 1989, Fran's world was rocked when her husband David died from a heart condition. She was just 2 weeks away from giving birth to her second daughter, Rebecca. For the last 14 years, Fran has struggled alone to bring up Rebecca and her other daughter, Rachel, now 21.
We just came home, getting ready for bed, and he just dropped down, just like that. That was it. And that's how we wanted to go.
Yeah.
No warning at that point at all.
Fran did her best to bring up the children alone, but 5 years after her husband's death, she suffered a breakdown. When you were going through your breakdown, what factor did your looks, or your perceived problem over your looks, have upon that?
A great deal, because I would get up in the morning and look at myself and say, God, I look old, I look really, really bad. I can't even be bothered to put on any makeup, because I really can't be bothered, because what difference is it going to make anyway? You just start to feel ugly.
After sessions with a therapist, Fran got her life back on track, but those old feelings of depression returned a year ago on her 50th birthday.
I was depressed at going over at my birthday. I was depressed at, I don't know, still being on my own.
Are you hoping that by improving your looks that this will help you find a partner?
I definitely think so, because when you're out there, you're in this market. It's a game. I'm competing out there with women, beautiful young women in their 30s, 40s, I don't know, and men just still look at the outside, at the exterior. And you've got to make them look at you.
Throw your arms up in the air, that's it. Very good, that's terrific. Okay, and just moving facing me again.
Fran's image consultant in the States has asked her to send photographs in preparation for the series of operations to come.
Not having anything done for bum, are you?
Well, that's exactly the one I don't like. You can actually see every wrinkle. Oh, that's awful. That is a profile I would actually throw away and hate.
Do you think you look better or worse than you had imagined?
No, I look how I imagined, because I've tried looking in different mirrors and having mirrors angled to see what my profile is, and that's why I'm at this point, because I've never ever liked it.
But just one obstacle remains before Fran can travel to America for her dream makeover. Her children. She warned me they were worried about her plans to drastically change her appearance and invited me to her home in Surrey to find out more.
A couple of weeks ago, Rebecca sat me down and said, "You are going to sit and you're going to watch this programme that is Makeovers from Hell.
Yeah.
And then tell me after this that you still want to have your nose done."
That's slightly unfair, though.
It was awful, but I sat and watched it, and then I realised what could potentially go wrong. And I suppose, having analysed it, they've lost one parent.
Yeah.
Can they take the risk that me having surgery and putting myself in that predicament, they could lose another? And I think this is really serious. This is really mature thinking. Something could go wrong. We don't know anything, and I've actually prepared for that. Sadly, but I have.
Yeah.
And I'd rather go through this and have it done than always keep saying I wish.
What is it that worries you though about her having it done? Is it the fact that it will be in another country?
No, because I know that in America it's best, but I just think it's a bit pathetic. I don't think she needs to do it.
Why is it pathetic?
Because she's already 51 and she's been through her life fine, so she doesn't need to do it.
Do you think this is worse for you because your mum's a single parent and that makes you much more anxious because you're frightened?
It's like, there's only me and my sister, so I just don't want anything to happen to her.
Yeah.
But she hates herself, I think.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, she just thinks she's ugly. And she's not.
What do you think she is?
She's my mum.
Just days later, Fran was touching down in America, preparing to begin her extraordinary transformation. There's only one place in the world where Fran Rabin can achieve the look she's always dreamt about. This is where the extreme makeover was first conceived, the home of the cosmetic surgery industry. Welcome to Beverly Hills. In one small area of this district, there are now over 200 people performing cosmetic surgery, and there's big money to be made in makeovers. It's the one place on Earth where the plastic surgeons are part of the celebrity A-list. But the architect of Fran's makeover isn't a surgeon. This woman is one of a growing band of image consultants. She calls herself a fairy godmother. Meet Eve Michaels. She lives in a Beverly Hills condo. That's a flat to you and me.
Extreme makeover is the hottest thing to happen right now.
And is everybody having it done, or is it just A-list celebrities?
People of all walks of life are starting to want this done. School teachers, housewives, attorneys, doctors, men, women. It's amazing.
So you're actually not asking Fran to do anything that you have not already done yourself. Just take me through the list.
I've had a little fat removed from under my eyes. I had my nose done. I had a little implant here. It's called a pre-gel implant.
What's it made out of?
It's Gore-Tex.
Oh.
And I had a mini facelift.
What about moving down?
Oh, aren't we getting nosy? I've had breast augmentation. I've had a little bit of liposuction.
Down to where? Down to the knees?
Down to here. Feet are real.
I'd heard Fran had arrived from London. She was anxious to meet up with Eve to discuss the surgery that was now just 48 hours away. Where better to discuss the details of her makeover than over a spot of light lunch at a top Beverly Hills restaurant.
I mean, it must actually seem very real to you now, Fran, because on the plane you were saying it was all a bit of a dream, but here we are in the heart of Beverly Hills, aren't we?
We are. And now it really is very, very amazing. I can't believe I'm here. I'm still pinching myself to say, am I really here in Beverly Hills? I love it here, and the atmosphere is gorgeous. It's a beautiful day, and the reality is now set in. This is for real.
Yeah, it's a million miles from Surbiton, isn't it?
A million miles from Surbiton, and I'm very sorry to all those children at school and everybody who's actually working, but this is just an amazing opportunity, and I cannot believe I'm here.
Absolutely have to do it.
And I have to do it now.
To me, when I hear her talk, I see this extraordinary, beautiful woman. That's what I see.
Yeah.
That's what
And that's
you are
why
to
I've
me.
come to you, Eve, because I know that. I know you see that, and you see right into me.
But Eve wants to change Fran's image completely. She wants to get her out of jeans and t-shirts and into something more feminine.
Okay, now I want you to bend over discreetly and pull up the girls. Oh, knock
Oh,
knock.
actually, yes,
Hello.
you are quite right. Quite right.
Oh, look at
But that's
that.
why I want them enhanced, because it's hard to keep them there.
They look pretty good.
Yeah,
Just
but-
got to get a little different bra, but
Different
we'll
bra.
see. We'll see.
Very nice.
We're already thinking that we're the diva, and you're going to see the opera, and you're going to listen to some music that you're loving to sing. Ah,
My favourite Puccini's.
yes.
Puccini.
And your date is all dressed up in his
Uh-huh.
gorgeous cocktail suit, his
Yeah,
black suit or tuxedo.
yeah. Yes, I can feel myself there.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, this is part of our
Walking in-
visualization.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And he can't stop staring at you, and he says to you, you have the most beautiful profile and the most lovely skin, and you are just enchanting. How does that feel?
It gives a glow to my body.
Ah.
No, it feels fantastic, because it's been a long time since anybody's said that, so,
And they will.
and they will.
After the break, tears before surgery and an unusual phone call home.
This is your mother here talking from the operating theatre.
Wow, what's happening?
They're sucking all the fat out of my body.
Why is it that the better something does its job, the more we take it for granted?
Hello? Hiya.
They come wanting sun, sea and sangria
It looks like chicken pox.
and end up with burns, bruises and breakages.
Need surgery.
These are the unlucky ones who swap 2 weeks by the pool for an extended stay in casualty.
Still on holiday.
Holiday Hospital, a new series Tuesday at 8.
Teacher Fran Rabin is in Los Angeles and just days away from becoming the first British woman to have an extreme makeover. On her second day, image consultant Eve Michaels, a self-styled fairy godmother, has lined up meetings with 3 top doctors. First up, it's surgeon Dr. David Amron. He's a youthful 43 and lives in a huge home in Beverly Hills. When not in surgery, he enjoys driving his new Porsche Turbo.
This has been a stubborn area for you.
Yeah.
This lower tummy area. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Go ahead and put your legs a little closer together. Actually, separate them just a little bit. Well, you're in good shape. I can see you do work out, right?
Yeah, I walk a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're still not able to get rid of these
No,
areas here.
hasn't gone at all.
Go ahead and turn around for me. And face the wall, Fran. Okay. Yeah. Definitely the hip and flank area. This is probably the most stubborn area for you, right? Mm-hmm. You know, the good news is I think you're an outstanding candidate. You are in good shape. You're really not very overweight, but there are several areas, and it really are the areas you've mentioned also that are quite disproportionate. Good. Okay, go ahead and have a seat.
Okay, thank you.
Say bye-bye, Pat.
Bye-bye, Pat.
Okay. No more questions. Anyway, let's get you changed back in your clothing, and Sonia will be in just a couple minutes, okay?
Okay, that's
okay,
great.
Great, Eve.
Good seeing you, Doctor.
Good seeing you
Thank
too.
you very much.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you tomorrow.
Thank you for your time.
Great.
Thank you.
Isn't this exciting?
It is exciting now.
At the end of the consultation, Fran is fixed up for surgery the next day. Next up, meet Dr. Paul Nassif. He's a plastic surgeon living in the swanky Bel Air district of Los Angeles. And oh yes, he's married to an heiress.
Hi, Fran.
Hi. Good
Nice
morning.
to see you.
Nice to see you.
Eve, nice to see you
Good
too.
morning,
Nassif,
Dr.
how are you?
Nassif. Good to see you again.
I'm glad to see both of you.
Yeah.
So you're going to do a great job on her too.
Oh, yes.
All right.
You are,
Yes, I'm her fairy godmother.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to help out too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're talking about just a brief summary. The upper eyes, doing an upper blepharoplasty. The lower eyes, we're talking about what we call lower fat repositioning. A little bit of lower facelift with a little bit of liposuction.
Mm-hmm.
Buccal fat removal. And then a chin jowl implant. We'll save the best for the last, which is the rhinoplasty.
Right. I don't like my profile, and all my life I've always made sure that whenever photographs been taken of me or anything that I've done, no one ever sees my profile. So I've always been very, very conscious of it, and that's why I'm here. But also knew that if I changed the profile of my nose, the rest of my face would look really strange. So that's why I've delayed it so long. But it's just this whole hook and the narrowness and this bit here and everything.
Well, if we take a look at Eve, I mean, Eve is close to your age.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Same?
What are
Same
we,
your
almost
age.
a year apart? Mm-hmm.
And so what we did with Eve is we put in just to augment this area, call a jowl implant, and we also did a little lower neck lift and facelift on Eve, besides, of course, her rhinoplasty. And she looks very natural.
Very.
You know, she doesn't look pulled or anything else
No,
like that.
No, it's gorgeous.
Why do you think that Fran is a good candidate?
Fran's a great candidate because she's always wanted to do this, possibly didn't have the complete means to do this, and she has realistic expectations, and she knows what she wants, and she mentally is prepared for this.
What are the risks associated with having an extreme makeover?
If it's done properly, it's very safe. There are situations, I assume, with other doctors that possibly if you do too much liposuction or too much body work, possibly with the face, it can cause complications. You just have to make sure you're going to a qualified, board-certified surgeon that is used to doing this and knows what's safe for the patient.
I do think that patients have a tendency to want to do it all right then. And sometimes the doctors want to do it all right then too. And I think there just needs to be a voice of reason that says, okay, is this too much time under the knife? And, you know, is it going to cause complications?
Following Fran's consultation with Dr. Nassif, she breaks down after picking up a prayer card in his office.
Today's the first day that it's really sunk into you, huh?
Well,
That
it
this
has.
is reality?
It has, but when everybody said what the date was going to be, then it really hit me then, because it was my husband's birthday on the 2nd of October, which is today. And 14 years ago, there I was scattering his ashes, and today it's like he's given me a birthday present on his day. And I pull out that card, and it's got the sun in the sky, and it says, "Get ready for miracles," and this is a miracle. I've never given up hope that my dream was going to actually be fulfilled, that I would achieve the dream I had since I was a child.
And you will.
And I'm going to be beautiful and special and do what I'm supposed to be doing here on this earth, because there's still something I have to do.
In a moment, you get to see what your nose will look like on the computer, and it will be very, very close to what you will end up having. And that is an amazing, amazing experience. Are you ready for that? Doctor's preparing for you now.
I'm ready.
Now you can see that you have a definite improvement of the nose.
My goodness, that is amazing.
Now this is our goal. This is not a guarantee of surgery, it is our goal. Okay.
Now looking at my profile, you see, now I understand what I didn't like. I hate that. I hate the way the nose sticks out and the chin's in. I mean, that is much better than I thought it ever would be. Because I always hated the bit where it curved down. And that is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
After a stressful morning, the relief is overwhelming. Next stop, Beverly Hills dentist Dr. Kourosh Madahi. When he's not in surgery, Dr. Madahi plays tennis on his neighbour's court. His neighbour, by the way, is Charlton Heston.
I was never happy with the fact that these front teeth were so far down, so long in comparison to the others.
Right.
And they went in, and there were big gaps, and then these bits stuck out here on the sides. So those two have always been a problem.
These are too long. So we would like to shorten these two teeth, then go up higher and change the level of the gum around this area.
Okay.
And then make sure that when you're smiling, there's a nice smile in terms of the color, in terms of the shape of the teeth, and in terms of the way that they follow the lower lip.
I'm feeling like Mr. Lucky today.
Fran is told that because of the tight schedule, work on her new smile needs to begin in just 1 hour.
This journey is now really beginning. The work is starting today, in a few minutes, with her teeth. And I just want you to know that for the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to look worse until you look better. Are you prepared for that? I want her to emotionally understand this, that her teeth are going to look worse when they're filed down, her gum line will be sore and red. You know, as we start each part of the process, she's going to look a little worse until in a few weeks she emerges as this beautiful, beautiful butterfly.
Yeah, the butterfly, the metamorphosed butterfly.
So please just be patient.
I will.
Don't look in the mirror too much.
No.
And so, less than 48 hours after arriving in Los Angeles, the transformation begins.
Here it goes, guys.
During 3 hours of surgery, Dr. Madahi files Fran's teeth and takes impressions which will be sent off to make 20 new porcelain veneers. She's fitted with temporary ones before she leaves. The schedule is relentless, and after 3 hours in the dentist's chair the day before, it's surgery day with Dr. Amron. He wants to get rid of 1 litre of fat from her arms and body. First, the areas of fat to be removed are marked up. Then it's time for surgery.
What does it feel like?
Well, feels like someone's massaging me. You know, a deep tissue massage, that's it.
It's amazing that it's all moving so quickly, that it's all happening at such a pace.
Yeah, it is.
Amazingly, in the middle of surgery, Fran asks if she can ring home.
This is your mother here talking from the operating theatre.
Operating? Oh my God, Mum!
Yeah?
Wow, what's happening?
They're sucking all the fat out of my body.
Don't be too, skinny.
I'm not going to be too skinny. Are you proud of me?
I'm very proud of you.
I love you, love you, love you very, very much. Okay? All right, darling. I have to go now. They're sucking it out of my legs, all right?
Okay.
Linda Duberly reporting. And coming up in next week's programme, we'll see what happens when Fran Rabin goes under the knife and says goodbye to her old face.
It's been a long haul, hasn't it?
The question is, will she like the new one?
You will. You look fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous.
That's the second part of Extreme Makeover here on ITV1 at 8 o'clock next Monday evening. But that's all we have time for this evening. So from all of us here, goodbye and thank you for joining us.
There's last-minute jitters in Coronation Street next. Then, on the day of her daughter's wedding, Hazel decides she's had enough. New drama from the writer of Fat Friends, starring Alan Armstrong, Brenda Blethyn and Julie Graham. Between the Sheets is at 9.